Okay. So again, Modi ji always likes to think big, plan big, and have those grand targets. Now the reality is, if we truly want to be Viksit Bharat by 2047, and we have to look at China as an example, we need to deliver 2 decades of 10% growth. The
Yeah,
6 and 7% growth is not going to take us,
yeah,
and we are running out of time. And if we are serious about 2047, we need 10% growth for 2 decades at least. And is it possible? It is very much possible. And building on Sumitji's observation, see, we have our geopolitical tailwinds, right? Things are we are an important Quad member. Things are coming in, but there are some things big that the Prime Minister and the Finance Minister need to look at, right? Probably we set up a 1 trillion infrastructure blitzkrieg, right? So we have tasted some success with Gati Shakti and other things. But unless we think big, we think of, let's say, over the next 5 years, we need a 1 trillion fund which will look at, infrastructure in a very different way. Now, how do we bring that kind of money into the system? Some of the things like that you said, supply side constraint can also go away the moment we have that kind of push in manufacturing and infrastructure. We have to start thinking and probably start doing something fundamentally different. Start monetizing, pool in our key assets, airways, ports, highways, monetize them. Maybe about 200 billion will come from there. Sovereign wealth fund, and invite global pension fund, about 300 billion will come from there. Set up the infrastructure bond, keep a target of $500 billion. There's a lot that can be pushed through. So unless we think big, unless we have 10 Shenzhen like SEZs around the country, one gift city is not enough. Unless we really think big and push for that kind of infrastructure or export led growth. Now, why I'm also saying export, see, remember Japan, Deutschmark, let me wear the professor hat. There are some examples of currencies that have done well over a long period of time. Many of the currencies have weakened, including us. Unless we have strong export, unless people around the world want our goods and services, we can't have a strong currency. We can't have a respect of people around the
okay.
world.